Okay, so I'm going to make a review over the Robokid, and the reason why I'm just not uploading the video of the thing fully functional, uh, like I usually do, where I just turn it on and that's practically it, because those videos are the same exact ones I upload to Facebook, is because YouTube's shitty retarded robot, or bot should I call it, does label them as for kids. And I don't want that fucking thing to happen because they are not for fucking kids, okay? So I'm gonna have to make a fucking review and curse a lot, even more than what I'm required to, which is honestly shit because I like cursing, but when you do it all the time, it loses the flavor. Anyways, so I got this. My mother actually got it, not me. I just gave her the idea. She got this for Christmas, and they said it worked and everything. Uh, Spoiler alert: bullshit. It didn't. It didn't do shit. Okay. First of all, it had corrosion. Second, every motor was stuck when I first took it out. Then I started smacking it, and some motors freed up, but it was ridiculously stuck. Everything was completely seized. The headgear was broken. Um, the motor shaft gear for the disc launcher was broken as well, and that there's a linkage in the legs, which in all of the disc shooting robots, you really cannot move both legs, at the front and the back. You can kind of move them a little bit, but not completely. That was broken on this one, so it would literally lean to the front and the back, and it would not move properly. So here's the box, and not holding grudges against the seller or something, but come on, man. Don't fucking put tape all over the fucking box. Because this was literally how they packed it. They put like a piece of cardboard in front of it, and they put a lot of tape all over the box, and I have to remove it. Here's the importation series, which is pretty old actually. It's even older than my Super Mega Heavy Metal Fighter, I believe, the first one I got back in 2013. So that goes to show just how old they are. Because that one was FK, this one's FG. It's prior, it's previous. I mean, it's before that. So I'm gonna show the box real quick. Robokid, blah blah blah, technology, yeah, all this shit that we know. Now, it's funny because they don't show the red Robokid anywhere, but it exists, and it's a produced model. I'm nowhere near kidding. There's the black one, there's the one I have, but in the fucking manual, there's a place where you can clearly see the red one. Even though this is black and white, I can tell right away. Anyway, so the radio control radio, it's IR. They just put radio for the fuck of it. The price tag completely gone. I wish it was there just to see how much it costed back in the day. Now there's only two things that are missing in this piece of shit. Number one, those pieces, those plastic pieces, one in the back and one in the side that hold the remote and the head of the robot in place. They actually tied the robot with string. Again, a pretty good way of keeping it, but again, it was all broken, corroded. Uh, Basically, it was in pretty bad condition. Like, I don't know where the fuck they even said it was going to work or anything, because the contacts were so corroded, but with the blue stuff, not with the rust, that the thing would just not fucking turn on. It would not power on. It would not do shit until I made a couple bridges with one of the contacts, one of the double contacts. I made a bridge over there. The thing started working. Head was loose, and it did not. The motor was stuck. The feet were stuck. Everything was stuck. Even the two motors of the head. All five motors were completely fucking seized. And I shit you not, that was mostly what solved the issue. So what I had to do with this, of course, was clean it all up, lubricate all the motors. Like, first, this motor was going too slow, and I cleaned it up. So then this one was going slower than this one, and then I had to clean this one. So now they both go the same speed, but as I said, it was kind of a tricky thing I did there. As well, there's the head motor, which I didn't really clean or anything. I just let it run for a while. And same deal with the disc shooter and the wheel that makes the discs go out quicker. Now, it used to fail a lot, and it still does sometimes, so don't be surprised if the thing just, the disc gets stuck here. or it falls, but most of the times right now it just does it fine. I've also had an issue with the remote. It uses two AA's, and you guys can see it doesn't have the battery cover. I have it. It's upstairs, but this remote has been having an issue where some things would not work. Like, for example, the reverse, this reverse, and the fight button would not even work. The rest would work, but those would not. And I don't know how the hell, like, I ended up desoldering the mini board this thing has, putting it back in. It didn't work until I just gave it a touch with my iron again for the fuck of it, and it worked. And I was like, okay, you know what? So I'm not sure if the thing is frying or if it's just if it was just a glitch and everything is fine. So every time I will show a function, I'll take a battery out and discharge the capacitor, then put it back in to make sure that if it's an actual issue, that I don't just fuck up the remote by leaving the batteries all the time. But it works. Right now, thankfully, it works. Everything is in order. So it has 4 RGB LEDs, and what I didn't know about it, for people that don't have it, is that it has a little background like fighting robot, like those fighting robots, but you cannot open the chest. That's the thing. Uh, the LEDs for the gun are placed in randomly. Like, of course, they do follow a pattern, but you never, the one that starts lighting up. In some it's this one, in some it's this one. I can't remember which one it is in mine, but I left it like it was original. Those are the things that they just put in randomly in the box, not in the box, in the robot when they assemble it. But as I said, all of this thing had to be taken apart. It's very easy to take it apart. I love how simple this shit is. Because it's literally just like X5, just like any other JIA-QI robot that has a remote control. You have a little board and a lot of harnesses. 3 harnesses for the head, or connectors, should I call them. The 3 connectors for the head, 1 connector for each leg, 1 connector for the gun, 1 connector for the power, and 1 connector for the button and the LEDs of the chest. Very, very, very compact. Very easy to disassemble and very easy to repair. I'm pretty how's it called, satisfied with this thing. I even want to buy another one. I don't know if I will or not. I've said things like this before, and then the robot magically disappeared or sold, so don't fucking take my word, but I want to get another one like this. It's awesome. I fucking love it. It has 12 discs, which I believe, and of course the peg is broken as well from the tube. It has 12 discs, which I believe are all the discs it's supposed to bring. But of course it doesn't have that little plunger piece that you just put in there, that little foamy tube. Now let me see if I can find the... Let me show you what I mean by the red Robokid, because that's one thing that... So again, the EVA bullet stick, that thing's not here, okay? IR receiver, all that bullshit. Where did I see the red one? Here. Okay. This, I am completely sure it's the red one, and I'm gonna go ahead and explain exactly why. Okay. They don't show the black... It's funny because they don't show the black one in the manual, and they don't show the red one in the box. So that kind of goes to show how sketchy JIA-QI is in some things. You have, of course, the regular silver model, but if there was a black one, it would be much blacker. Everything would be completely black, pitch black. Just like those sections over there that are clearly black. So this is lighter, so this is definitely red. So again, it exists. It's harder to find, even harder to find probably than the black one, but the thing is, it was produced. Now the press key, of course, the button. It's funny because the Russian ones that are voice controlled actually have the microphone here instead of the button, so, all the instructions, you people are gonna see it, of course. But let's turn it on. There's a fucking switch back here. You guys can see that the corrosion fucked up the paint. It fucked it badly. Around, the surroundings of the compartment where it leaked, it made a mess. Okay, so we turn it on, and now we push the button, and what's basically going to do, move the head, play a little music, make the walking sound, make like a little shooting. It's actually going to do this and shoot, and then it's going to make the sound of the disc shooting. So here we go. I have to say, I've always thought that this thing had a large speaker. Boy, was I wrong. It has a regular fucking speaker. JIA-QI speakers from back then were very fucking good. Okay, they were really cool. The sound quality was beautiful. So you can actually even listen to the bass of the music that it plays. And again, I am 100% sure all of this music is copyrighted and everything, because there's one song, like JIA-QI has this thing where older, somehow recent songs sometimes, but they always use copyrighted songs. On this one, on every single X5 robot, they use the musical beginning part of Vamos a la Playa by Rigada, I think it is. That's how you pronounce it. Which is a Italo Spanish, should I call it, group that plays music, and that song was very popular in the 80s. Then, of course, with the other robot, it's that one that's a knockoff from Ramon, the robot. You know, that one that just bends up, down, moves the hand. That one plays a little section of Tarzan Boy by Baltimore. So again, these things are always copyrighted, and I like that because you know they had the balls to do it, and they did not get caught. And even the fucking the ID and all that, it doesn't even acknowledge it. So pretty good. Anyway, so we're gonna begin. So first of all, the head. Needless to say, this is the same gears as those turbo fighters, so I just stuck one in there. That's it. Forward. Oh shit. Sorry. Backward. That's one of the buttons that was not working. Stop, of course. Then program. You have up to, I believe, 12 or 13 commands that you can give it. But if you push shoot, it's not going to shoot like that, because you can actually put, and here's something that I was really confused about. You can push shoot without pressing the standby, because I was like, what? How the fuck do you even throw the discs? So I was like, okay, how do you do it? So basically I push shoot, and this is all it does. So I was like, okay, what the fuck happened there? So basically I read a little bit of the manual, and it says that you first press standby, it gets ready, and then you spit the discs with the exact same button that I just pressed. So a really nice, pretty nice, how's it called? A pretty nice use, should I say, of the button, a double use of a button. So again, slide forward, slide backward, stop, of course, which it just stops it. Standby. You guys saw that? That's what, oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna stop it. Shit. These are just, you know, recharged batteries, and my god, it works a whole lot better with that. That's pretty good. Okay, so we've already shown that. It has 2 fight modes. 2 dances, which, as I said, one's the one where it moves the head and it turns. The other one's where it just moves the feet. And you guys are going to notice that the very first movement, when it starts playing that song that I said earlier, it first goes a little slow, then it just goes fast. It goes full crank. That's what I like about it. So we're gonna... okay, so we're gonna make it dance. Here we go. Fuck. And of course, here's the song that I was saying. That's the same song that that's copyrighted. That well, copywriting that it's a legit song. Which again, all of them must be legitimate songs. Which is the one from the X5, as I said before, which is Vamos a la Playa, or Let's Go to the Beach, in case you wonder what the fuck it means. Oh, no, sorry. No, wait. There we go. You guys saw that? I'm gonna just make it one more time. Look at how slowly it goes at first, then it just goes full crank. And of course, it plays, it's slightly shorter just by 1 cycle. than the one from X5. Of course, another thing I had to do, I forgot, is that I had to replace all the fucking buttons in the board of this remote, because some were just a piece of, you know, they were a pain in the ass. You were just trying to push it and nothing would happen. Where now with the slightest, you know, with the slightest touch, it'll work. So, again, it's kind of like almost new condition now. So now we go with the fight. Shit. So first we're gonna go with the first, which is the one you mostly see on every video, which is the one where it just shoots, moves around, that's it. But then we're gonna see the one where it actually starts spitting discs. It throws 6 discs in total, 3 at the beginning and 3 at the end. So here we go. And now, of course, the one where it actually spits the discs. There we go. Oh, shit. Okay, that was a fail. Only fail, actually. Okay. You guys saw that, it literally missed a disc. And it's not, yeah, it's actually stuck just right before the wheel. Let me just... And of course right now I'm going to show the programming for the hell of it. So every time you push shoot, it's just going to make the, you know, the ready sound. Or, you know, get ready and shoot. It's not going to make every single shot together. It's literally going to stand by, shoot, stand by, shoot. It's really stupid. So we're gonna make program. So let's basically make it, I don't know, dance. 1, 2, head. Forward, backward, right, left, or whatever. And shoot. 1. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's practically what it does. And as I said, you guys can see it's starting to fail. I'm already out of discs? Wow. Okay, and of course, another thing. You want to execute the program in any time while the thing is turned on, you just push stop. Even if like, you know, you have only, I don't know, 2 things, forward, backward, stop. So yeah, that's practically the JIA-QI Robokid. I'm not really sure what year exactly these came out, but I'm assuming 2007, 2008. That's when I started seeing them. Man, I've been wanting this piece of shit for like 10 years now. And again, another robot that I finally was accomplished to get, so yeah, thanks to my mother. Anyways, thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. But for the meanwhile, go fuck yourselves.